And thank fucking Christ, I'm pretty sure I've just got the stream working. I'm pretty sure we're on. Is that correct? Can you guys hear me? We should be good. Thank God. Oh my God, Christ. I'm so sorry, everybody. We finally got it started. Okay, so everybody, welcome to my stream today. It's my first stream on YouTube Live in quite a long time. Today, we're going to be talking about Trisha Paytas and the situation that is kind of surrounding her right now. So first thing I'd like to do, guys, is make sure to switch you over to my main screen for today. What's going on, guys? Look at the quality on here. Look how fucking smooth everything is. And I'm like high definition as well. It's great. It's great. Guys, thank you very, very much for joining. I really do appreciate it. Guys, make sure you like up this video. Feel free to leave a comment at the end of the stream to give me some feedback if you enjoyed it or not. But we're going to really just get on with things today. I don't want to really daddle around too much. So for any of you guys who are unaware of what's going on right now, Trisha Paytas, who is a very well-known and successful mukbanger, alongside many other things on YouTube, she recently has kind of put out a couple of videos, and these videos are quite controversial. They are very controversial, is probably the right word, and I actually have not watched them yet. I have been aware about them for a couple of days since they came out, but I have not watched either of the videos. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm very, very excited over the prospect of actually being able to watch these with you. And I will be skipping over bits and pieces and stopping and starting. And just to be aware for everybody here, I believe this to be within my fair use policy. Make sure you check my description for that, as I am providing criticism and feedback on the content that I will be watching today for you guys. Probably abuse, but let's not worry about that. The reason why I have a couple of dislikes is because some people just don't like me. It's okay, guys. We're not doing a stream today to give those people attention. But thank you for watching as well. I want you guys to be also aware that any feedback is good feedback, in my opinion. You know, and that's like the way we should look at it. Like if people want to downvote a stream, at least they're voting, right? I think that's something. What's up, Heavens here? Everybody say hello to Heavens here. I do have quite a few new subscribers, guys, and new followers, so make sure you guys, all of my long-term fire starters, make sure you guys welcome him in nice and gently. Yeah, the dislikes help too. It's all about engagement right now, and I'm really excited about what we're going to be talking about today. I'm looking for ideas for what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. I already have a couple of ideas, but I just want to make sure it's something that we're going to really be able to keep on top of in that regard. Any links to post? Not really, not necessarily. I'd say just my Streamlabs. My Streamlabs, if any of you guys would like to donate to me, you have the option to do so with my Streamlabs, and I'm pretty sure it's streamlabs.com/LowkeyLoki. I assume that's what it is. I hope so. Fortunately enough, on this platform, guys, I already have some fantastic moderators, but be aware I will be adding some new moderators soon, so I'm very, very excited to see who will be stepping forward and taking up the reins in that regard. Anyway, without any further ado, guys, I'd really like to get into things today. I'm really excited to really talk about this. Does anyone else here that might pop in? It might be I do have my gain on a little bit, so I can easily turn that down for you guys a little bit. Is that better? No mic popping here. I've turned it down a little bit just to make it a little bit easier. I do want to start using my mixer again. I have a professional mixer from Behringer. I would like to start using that again, but it's going to require a little bit of setup to get it working properly. I want a mod one day. Don't worry, man. Maybe one day too soon. I definitely need more moderators. But anyway, guys, let's get into this. So the first video that I want to play for you guys today is a video from Trisha Paytas called I Am Transgender, Female to Male. And let's just have a look at the video, just take a look at the page for it, and, you know, really start to really think about what we're going to do in this regard. So this is the 000 right now. Yeah, sorry, some of you guys haven't watched this. Good. I'd rather you didn't watch it because we are going to talk about it, and I'm going to be providing commentary on it. But guys, one thing I want you to see right now. Holy fucking shit. Some of you guys are like complaining because a couple of people have downvoted this stream so far. Look how many people have downvoted 94 fucking thousand. Oh my Christ. What's going on, Demi? How we doing? Those injections. It's insane. 94,000 people out of 2 million. That's a pretty big percentage. That's like almost 10%. 10% of the people who watched this video downvoted it. And I mean, some of you guys are probably thinking that doesn't really sound like a lot. Not many people really leave a like or dislike on a video. I mean, I definitely don't when I watch videos. I very rarely leave a like or a dislike unless I feel some sort of way about the video. So it's definitely interesting to say the least in that regard. But Demi, it's lovely to have you here today. Welcome everybody who is new here. It's lovely to see you guys. I'm LowkeyLoki, and this is my stream talking about Trisha Paytas. So, hey Amanda, that triple, honestly, man, yeah, it's more than triple. It's insane. It really, really is. But anyway, let's really jump into this, guys. I think she's a good sport for leaving the videos up. I feel like anybody in the situation that she is in, being attacked and criticized as much as she has, I would have probably have deleted the video if I was her. But then again, I mean, I think some people would say, oh, she's making money off this. I don't think she is. I think she's probably got flagged for the video, so I'm assuming she's probably not made anything off it. All she's really got is views and engagement, which is good, but is it really worth leaving it up for? You know? So Tracy puts in the chat, I thought at the beginning of the video she acts like she was on something. I'm not sure though. We'll figure it out. We'll see. We'll see how we feel. All right. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, it's caused a huge kind of outcry from people on Twitter. People on Twitter cry about everything, but maybe they have a reason to, and that's what I really want to discover today by watching this video. So let's find out.
Hey guys, what is up? Today I am going to be doing a video that people might think is I'm trying to be offensive, or I'm setting back like a movement or something like that.
So she's already assuming that some people are going to take it the wrong way. That's not a good fucking start, guys. That is really not a good start to a video, is you starting off by saying, oh, well, you know, I know some people might not be happy about this, but I'm going to fucking say it anyway, so you're going to listen to what I have to say. All right? Oh, that negative comment. No, don't do this. Don't do it. Don't do it. Jeez.
Wait, I want to talk about this because it's something
somebody put a naughty comment in.
I actually have felt for a long time. Someone in the comments will know, like, leave in the comments below, like, someone will know I did a video, like, maybe it was right before I started dating Jason. It was, like, in January of, like, 2018. Yeah, 2018. I did a video, and I don't know if it's still up, I think it is, where I wanted to be referred to only as T because I didn't feel like I identified as a girl. Now, this seems like crazy and weird and shocking because I was born a female, and I'm ultra girly now. I'm very girly, right? Because when I was younger, I was teased a lot because they said I looked like a boy. I had a boy haircut. I had, just stuff I couldn't even control, like just a hair on my lip, hair on my face. So
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right, Sushi. For anybody who's watching this video and isn't able to see the chat or isn't looking at the chat, Sushi puts, no one ever takes it seriously, and that's her own fault. And yeah, I mean, honestly, I've watched enough of Trisha's videos, and I don't even really talk about Trisha. It's my first video really, or my first stream really talking about her properly, but she has done so much ridiculous and just unnecessary things in the past, and I feel like it gets to a point where I don't know, it really damages your credibility as a YouTuber when you want to talk about something that's more serious, and people don't know if you're coming or going. They don't know if you are being genuine, if you are being serious. But you know, let's proceed.
People would call me like a man. Like there was one nickname, and it's not even funny. It's not even weird. It's not even like clever. They'd be like, Trisha the man penis. Like I swear that it sounds like
Trisha the man penis. Wait,
I
what?
never like get it then. I don't get it now. But they would just be like that I was like a man, and I didn't get it other than my lip. I know they made fun of my hair lip a lot. Anyways, so
do you think that's why she like does Botox now? Dude, honestly, I feel like kids could just be so fucking crude. And I'm not gonna lie, like I wasn't necessarily the nicest of children, but I don't know, man. I don't know what's gonna give. You know. Let's proceed.
To overcompensate for that, when I got older, like when I was like 18, and I could start like like spending money on my hair and like all that stuff like that.
Yeah, neither have I, Sushi, but maybe she has. I don't know.
And I used to always wear sports bra because my natural breasts were very like one was uneven, like they were hella uneven, and one was really saggy, and one was kind of up. So I always wore like.
And now your nipples point towards the heavens. It's great. It's great.
Chest, like flat in my chest.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked the attention as a. So after I was like a man, blah blah blah. Around middle school is when I started like getting breasts, and I started getting like attention from like older guys, like not even high schoolers, but like just grown ass men. And I didn't like that at the time, which is very weird. I know, because now I'm very hypersexual. I'm very much about boobs and like showing them off, and that's my issue. Because here's the thing. I identify.
I think she confused hair lip and hairy lip. So isn't a hair lip like when you like lisp and shit, and you're like your lip is like kind of like it's almost like an overbite in a sense? Isn't that what I thought that was what a hair lip was? Am I incorrect? Or am I like, guys? Am I gonna get trolled in the comment section for like saying that? Like I thought that's what it meant. Oh yeah, I am wrong. Leave me alone. Leave me. I don't know everything in this world. It's a hole that goes to the roof of your mouth. Okay, well, yeah, I think, yeah, she probably means hairy lip. I don't know. Right, anyway.
With men better. People always think like there's something wrong with me because I don't have like that many girlfriends. Like I love girls. Like I do love girls, and I love like their sensitivity and all that stuff like that.
You love guys too, but yeah.
That's why I identify more as like a gay man, because I like guys, but I also identify as a guy. If that makes sense. The thing that kind of like stops it is I do love, which a lot of gay men do too, I do love like glam and voluptuousness. So in my head, I feel like I'm a transgender female to male, but also like a drag queen. That's kind of how I've like rationalized it in my head. Because like, okay, let me just tell you why I identify as a boy more so, and from an early age. I don't like to be center of attention, except when I want to be center of attention. So like, okay, think of like a drag queen.
I don't want to be the center of attention, except for when I want to be the center of attention. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's amazing. Isn't that a cleft palate? Maybe ankle pick. Yeah, maybe. It's just real life. I don't even know. Anyway.
Green, white, right? They do like their full glam and everything, but in their day-to-day, they're not. They're very like low-key, whatever.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
me.
low-key.
Like when I want to put on a show, I put on the hair, I put on the makeup, I put on the outfits. But if you guys know me on this channel or my second channel or just in life, I never wear hair or makeup like in my day-to-day. I usually look crazy. Like watch my second channel, I look insane. Like as far as like girliness goes, like I just never wear makeup. Like oh my god, if I have like zits on my face, like they just like let them go. Like And so
Yeah, Melissa, that's a really good point. I think she has lost a lot of weight, and I hope she's obviously done that in a healthy way, with a healthy atmosphere. But if so, I'm very proud of her. It's very difficult to shift your weight, whether you want to gain weight or lose weight. It can be very, very difficult. So honestly, that's one positive thing I've got to say this stream so far. But yeah, definitely her face does look thinner, and I have noticed that in a couple of her recent Twitter videos that she's been putting out with her like at concerts, singing and dancing. I think she's been definitely a lot more active, and that's probably why, ladies and gentlemen. But let's proceed. She claimed to lose weight with meth, but then claims otherwise on Instagram. I would hate to believe that it was due to meth, but yeah.
So I've always just kind of related to guys on that level, and I've always just been attracted to guys, but not straight guys. I've always been attracted to gay guys, so that's why I've like always thought I like maybe I'm a gay man. And then when it comes to girls, like I admire girls' beauty so much, and I just like think girls are so beautiful to like look at.
Okay.
But like straight guys like kind of turn me off. It's very weird. Like I hate like over masculine energy. So like as a girl, I just never really.
Which doesn't make any sense because she's dated so many men who are straight, obviously, and I mean, her ex was he seemed very masculine. He had a nice, kind of 5 o'clock shadow, and he looked like he was pretty built. And she was always talking about his dick on Twitter. Like I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's ridiculous in that regard.
To that. And then the final thing that kind of brings it full, I feel transgender almost, is I've always had penis envy. Yeah. Where this sounds so crazy to say out loud, but like I've just always thought my life would be easier if I had that part. That if I asserted myself, I wouldn't be a bitch, but I would be like a man. And that's how I always think. When I talk to people, I think of myself as being assertive, and I think of myself as masculine energy. But because I'm a female and I was born with female parts, people think, oh, she's a bitch. So the whole transgender community has always like called to me for some reason. And I never knew why. I'm like, well, if you guys, I'm not like, I don't go out and advocate for it. Although I would be so down, and
I find it really confusing because she keeps saying really like contradicting statements, and I honestly I feel like I'm going around in circles. It's almost like I'm on a roller coaster right now, and I keep going upside down and side to side. I'm getting ready to puke on someone. That's how I feel right now, nauseated.
And I love, obviously I love the transgender community, so like I should be the advocate for it.
And yes, Marie, yes, she did get massive boobs.
Like, I always thought, oh my gosh, am I trans? And I know I like trolled and stuff in the past, and so I don't want people to think this is like a trolling video. I've known, like, I've like come out as like gay before. I've come out as bisexual.
I mean, at least she's honest about her trolling in the past,
Before, and that's kind of why I have issues in general with just terms in general and labels in general, like male, female, gay, straight, but because I don't know if I would say I'm confused. I would say I'm
that question,
all
Lynn.
of it, and that's why I don't like labels in general. Like I don't like. And I've dated people who are bisexual, and people are like, well, they're gay because they date guys more than girls, or they're gay, or they're straight. Like, I don't like that you have to be one or the other, and you have to like something more than the other. I've always felt that way.
One thing I do appreciate about Trisha is her hand movements, just the way that she like. A lot of people don't do that. I mean, especially young people don't do that. But like speaking with your hands, I like that. And obviously, guys, we could criticize Trisha for ages, but I always want to kind of bring back some more positives about this, and that is a positive, in my opinion. I mean, I'll do it too. I mean, look at me, jazz hands, guys. So Lynn puts in the chat, Loki, how do you feel about incest? I've never been a big fan of it. Never really involved myself in it, but it's not my cup of tea. But tomato, eh?
Even with transgendered people, like I've always been fascinated because there are some who transition fully, and then there are some that only transition partially, and then there are some that don't necessarily transition at all but just choose to identify as a different gender. And I think I'm more of, I just choose to identify as a boy. And I don't, and I know this is where it's going to get a little scandalous, I don't love pronouns like they and them, because that's super confusing, I think. Personal opinion, and that might be unpopular opinion.
Yikes. Honestly, guys, it's understandable why people are like legitimately going crazy, like some meltdown on Twitter right now. I completely, Jesus Christ, guys. I'm not gonna lie though, like I was thinking the way she's been kind of explaining herself. She likes different parts about being a different, the different, different genders, and she has different views on different things. But she really takes me as somebody who is gender fluid or believes herself to be that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm getting from this entire discussion right now, this entire topic. And the other main thing I'm getting is that she doesn't really know what the fuck she's talking about. She seems to be like, in this video, it feels like she's trying to teach us things that she has learned, but she doesn't know what she's talking about. And it's really, really, it's irritating and it's confusing. But anyway.
Sam Smith recently is like, I'm a they or something. That sounds like plural people. And while people think I'm schizophrenic and have multiple personalities, like I choose not to identify as multiple personalities. So I get it, but I think like, I don't think you have to necessarily choose one gender. I think you can be a guy some days, and I think you could be a girl some days, and that's how I feel. So while I love the term like girly and femme, I think that applies to me as a gay man.
Okay.
The problem with identifying as a gay man when you have female body parts is that you're not going to be able to fully satisfy yourself by being with a gay man. So
I'm confused. She sees herself as a man, but she got fake tits. I mean, I'm not saying that it's like you shouldn't be able to do that. Like it's a bad thing to do that. I'm just saying it doesn't. It seems a bit counterproductive. If you see yourself as a man, maybe she sees herself as a man, but she doesn't want to transition into a man. She wants to be more of a woman. She wants to be what the kind of depiction of the perfect woman is, in this strange, erratic 21st century that we live in. I don't know. It seems like her mind's in one place, but her body's in another. Oh, that's not even true though, because it's. I guess her mind is split. It's torn between who she wants to be. Does she want to be this voluptuous, big-titted woman, or be this kind of more rugged-looking man? I want you guys to be aware that I'm really trying to make sure I toe the line with everything I say. It's very topics like this are very, very touchy, but I'm trying to understand them. You're looking for depth in a puddle. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe, Cricket.
Partner, like a gay man partner, and that's what's frustrating. And
that's my job. That's my job.
And as I have watched so many beautiful like transgender people like come out and stuff like that, I know with dating it's very difficult because people, even if you let's say you fully transition, right? I'm just going to use like a very broad, generic transgender person, like male to female, and you have that full transformation. You have breasts and you have a vagina and you have all of that. Even if you have all of that and you tell a guy like, hey, I was born a male, like guys will be pissed. Straight guys, gay guys, whatever. And same like in my terms, like let's say I wanted to be male to female, right? Or female to male. Okay, like obviously I look like a female now, so if that's not what they're attracted to, they're attracted for a mask. And the parts, that obviously I'm not going to satisfy them, but let's say I went full transition and got the parts and everything, and I said, hey, I was actually born a female, that would turn off a lot of guys as well. And I know this because I've talked to guys about this. I've talked to gay guys about it, straight guys about it. And I mean,
she's not necessarily wrong about that. There are men who definitely feel uncomfortable with the prospect of dating somebody who is, transgender. That is something that, even in the 21st century, not even some men, I'd argue a large percentage of men, straight men at least, especially like straight white males in particular, I would say probably I'm probably not comfortable with that too much. But anyway.
I get it. And for me, I've been with transgendered people, and I've only been with.
We just hit 50 concurrent viewers, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
It's like it's the same thing. It's not different. Surgery is amazing these days that you can't even tell a difference, if that makes sense. And I've been with a full transition, and I've been with a partial transition, male to female, and like it all works the same, feels the same. And when you're with a male to female trans, like, and they haven't fully transitioned on the bottom, you still get a woman, if that makes sense. You're still getting a woman.
So I'm trying to understand. Is she saying that she wants to transition, or does she not? Like, I'm just, guys, I feel like I'm being rattled right now. I'm being shook about, and I don't know. It's it's crazy. I want to say right now, I see that there's a bit of controversy in my chat. There's some guys. I'm aware that there is obviously drama in other communities and things like that, but let's not bring that to my stream, please. Let's focus on the topic that we have at hand here. I'm sorry if anybody has been offended in this stream, but let's stop it here. Otherwise, my moderators will, they'll take care of you, right?
Woman energy.
There we go.
With a different feel, if you know what I mean. So I think it's more important to be open, and I'm not saying the world needs to be open. I'm saying with me in my mind, I need to be open. And while my name is Trish, like, I never really identified with that name. I've always actually hated the name Trish, and for some reason I never liked it. But I just realized now, because it's such it's a female name, and I don't really identify as female. Do I fully identify as male? I don't know. Well, now this past week, I had the
what's the male version of like Trish?
Haircut, which is like short.
What's the male version of Trish?
And I've never felt more
maybe like Tyler
and liberated in my life. I wasn't getting looks from gross straight men. I didn't have to do my hair in the morning, but it wasn't looked down upon. It wasn't like someone was like, "Oh my God, your hair," which I have gotten those
trash
times when I don't brush my hair or whatever. People always think your hair.
Tristan,
but while I had that on, no one
makes
said
sense.
anything. I could just literally roll out of bed and just go. And I felt free, and I felt happy. I felt really happy. I didn't have to worry about hair or my body so much. I know guys are like into their bodies and stuff like that, but I didn't feel that way as a boy. I felt like, oh, I'm really, really free of myself and my body. And
I think her real name is Patricia. Oh, really? So that means she could call herself Patrick. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
Well, I did have a but I felt like a thick boy.
Patrick Paytas.
Being a thick boy, I don't know. It's kind of like, I know it kind of sounds crazy, and I'm sure people think I'm crazy, but I felt it. And like, you'll see in the vlogs, I have a lot of footage. I felt happy, and I felt like I was just feeling it more so than I've ever felt glam or anything. Mm-hmm. And I think it honestly is just a feeling, and I don't want people to like be offended. I don't want trans to be offended, or gay or straight or whatever, by thinking I'm like mocking this or I'm confused.
She says that it's a feeling. Well, it's all just a feeling that she has. I can't, guys. I honestly, you can't make this shit up. You really can't. Jeez.
And I know that's such a misconception that transgender people are confused. And it's not that I'm confused. It's that I identify as both. I just don't necessarily like the term they or them. So do I think I'm transgender? Yes, 1,000%. Do I identify with my natural born gender? 1,000%. So I think that's where I'm at.
What? You what?
Confused. And it's not that I'm confused. It's that I identify as both. I just don't necessarily like the term they or them.
Okay, so here we are.
So do I think I'm transgender? Yes, 1,000%. Do I identify with my natural born gender? 1,000%. So I think that's where I'm at, and I feel really free and liberated, and I wanted to talk about this because I think it's important that you can identify as masculine, feminine. You can identify as male and female if you choose. I mean, if you're a man and you love being a man, awesome. If you're a female and love being a female, awesome. But I've never loved being a female. I've never been so excited about being a female. I love the attention I get when I'm glammed and dolled up. But let's be real, I'm basically a drag queen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a show. I am a smoke show. I get my hair and makeup done, and I am someone completely different.
But you're actually you're not a drag queen. You're a woman who puts on makeup, like really great makeup or great, decent makeup, and you go out on stage. You're still like you. That doesn't make any sense. I always thought of a drag queen as a man, or somebody who is transitioning, who dresses up and becomes a queen. That's the way I've always kind of viewed that, and I don't know if there's any other way to view it, but that's the interpretation of how I kind of see it. It doesn't really make any sense to me, and the thing is, I don't want to like See, I disagree with you, Mitch. I don't. Well, it's not gender. It's not gender. It is a performance art. But I think when I think about drag queens, I think men who perform as women. That's that's the way I kind of view that. TMZ just released a statement from her saying this video has helped her dating life. You're kidding me. You're kidding me, Della. Really? Oh God. All right. Well, she has identified as a chicken nugget before. For God's sake, I can't take her seriously. No, I'm not. I'm not, Mitch. At least no, I don't think I am. In that regard.
And then when I'm just low key and not wearing hair, not doing makeup, and it's not to say like females need to be girly and always have to do their hair and makeup, and that's what makes a female. I'm not saying it that way. I'm saying it more of like when I have that masculine male energy in me with the short hair, with the pants, with my boobs strapped down more, with not getting that.
I do want you guys to be aware of this as well. I don't really. I've always been to me to not really believe in labels. I don't really like to label people. I respect people who want to use labels, but it's something that I personally stay away from. I don't think there's any problem with being a woman who likes to dress as a man, or vice versa, or wear more masculine clothes, or a man who wants to wear more feminine looking clothes. There is no issue with that. I would argue that usually, most of the time, guys, I dress in public, not necessarily on my streams, more out in public, more flamboyantly. I mean, I have long hair, for crying out loud. And I don't believe that I need to be labelled, that I need to fit a specific group of people. I can just be me. And right now, it feels like Trish is so focused on labelling herself that she's not just labelling herself once, she's labelling herself a number of times, and then almost fighting with herself on which of these labels should matter the most, or should be the most prevalent. And that doesn't really, I mean, I wouldn't say it doesn't make sense. I feel like people can definitely be torn on things like this, but what I would say is, I don't know, it's definitely something I wouldn't do. But yeah, to each their own, exactly. It's to each their own.
That attention from straight men. I felt
But she does, she's doing it though, bitch.
So freaking happy. And that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Like, I identify as a boy a lot of times. When I don't wear hair and makeup, I don't care about critiques of like, you look disgusting, you look this, you look that. Like, I'm free. I'm a free person. Not to say you have to change it and call me T. I like the name T because like I think that's a very like generic and both gender.
That's cool, guys. We might end up calling them Mr. T.
Name, but
get the mohawk.
I mean, I'm Trish. That's what it is. That's my born name and stuff like that. But I don't know. I think you can be any gender you want to be. I don't think you have to decide what gender you are. I don't think you have to announce what gender you are.
True.
I think we can be a transgender person without having the judgment of, oh, you're not trans enough, you're not transitioning enough, you're not passable, you're not undetectable, like that kind of stuff. So I think a lot of my attraction, especially to gay men as opposed to straight men, come from the fact that I kind of relate to being a gay man. And I know that sounds crazy, and I don't want to offend anyone, but that's how I feel, and that's why I have some.
Okay, so I think we're gonna finish it there. But I think it's safe to say that she feels quite confident about this video. The fact that she's actually put this out and said all of these things, she's very, very confident in herself. And I was kind of surprised that she put out an apology video, but that is not obviously unlike Trish to do so. She does apology videos all the time. But with how confident she is right now in this moment, I think she probably got a huge shock from the feedback that she received from not just her community, but the community at large. I'm confused still. So if you have any questions, I can hopefully maybe give you some insight from my perspective. But I want to say, guys, thank you very, very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Be aware, guys, I do not unfortunately have super chats yet, as I do not have 1,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you do so. So I will be streaming on here every single day at 5 p.m. EST, covering various topics from YouTube and around the world. So I'm very, very excited over the next 30 days, 60 days. I'm gonna kind of see how it goes and see where we're at afterwards. Also, on another note, I do have Streamlabs. It is unfortunately not on the screen. If one of my moderators would like to post it in the chat, you are very welcome to donate to me if you would like to. I do not have anything really up on the screen yet in regards to that, but I will be setting it up pretty soon. So you'll do great. I just know it. Thank you very much. It's not working. Is it not working? Yeah, there you go. At least you guys get to save some money. I think that's probably what's best, right? All right, here we are. Oh God, cleavage. Okay. Well, you know what, Abby. I'm not going to worry about it. We'll sort it out tomorrow. It's not that important. Wait, you serious? 769? You're kidding me? Oh wow! You guys realise I started this broadcast at 7:54? Wow, dudes, ladies, that's amazing. Wow, let's proceed. Let's keep going. So guys, this is her apology video. She posted it a couple of days later. It is 5th on trending on YouTube currently, and it has just over 1 million views. And as you can tell, she has definitely put this video together quite haphazardly. She's not really dressed, although when is she really dressed that much? And this video also has a lot of negativity on it, lots of dislikes on it. Quick, I'll unsub. Oh God almighty. You have a very relaxing voice. Thank you very much, Lynn. It's why I feel I really do enjoy commentating. It's very, very fun, and I'm good at venting. I'm good at ranting about things. So I'm really excited about actually doing YouTube more. I want to become a consistent YouTube commentator and live streamer. So if you're jumping in right now and you're subbing today, or you've subbed a couple of days ago, you're here at the start of our journey, and I'm very, very excited about what we are going to accomplish together. It's going to be definitely something. So thank you very much, and yeah, guys, if you would like to, feel free to send my link around. I'm actually going to be having a giveaway at 1,000 subs, $50 Amazon gift card giveaway. It's going to be good. Anyway, let's jump into this.
Hey guys, it's the morning. It's Tuesday, and
that's awesome, Vanessa.
Here. I'm overwhelmed by the amount of backlash. I put out that video, and in no way did I think I would.
She said the word obviously, and she stopped herself before finishing that sentence, but it was pretty sure that she already knew or had the assumption that it was going to be like that. That's at least what I'm getting from that so far.
Get so much backlash and hate, and a ton of hate from the LGBTQ plus community, and that alone breaks my heart so much, because I never would want to offend that community that I've been so strongly for and admired and loved and allied with for so long, and especially the transgender community. I haven't watched Gigi's video, but Gigi called me yesterday, and I just lost it. I just broke down, because I was already getting so much backlash, and she was so sweet, and she told me, so many people are texting me and I'm gonna make a video and stuff, but I support you, you know. She said, I haven't watched her video because I can't really watch things. I've just checked Twitter and Instagram, and even that I shouldn't check. And she said, I support you because I've supported her through everything, as I support anyone going through anything, you know. And I just lost it. I lost it because I haven't told anyone in my life these feelings. I mean, a few people, but not a lot. Because of the judgment of the backlash. It's not something Patrick Star tweeted me and said, like, are you effing stupid?
I'm not gonna lie though, I think the thing that I'm really thinking right now is Trish knows what people do to her when she says things that she thinks might cause backlash. She even stated at the start of her previous video, the one that we just watched, guys, that people might have a problem with the video. And the fact that she was already thinking before she started opening her mouth and talking about it that people were going to have a problem with it, sometimes it's better to just not bother in the first place. You know, I'm not necessarily saying that we in life should never open up and say how we feel. We should never be oppressed by other people. But what I don't think that me criticizing the way that she handled that video is me oppressing her or oppressing her feelings. I think it's me genuinely saying that her video didn't really make much sense. It was all over the place, and it seemed like she was almost, I wouldn't say necessarily taking the piss or joking about the LGBTQ plus community, but she was definitely kind of, I don't think she did a research. Definitely, she definitely didn't do a research, in my opinion. I don't follow her, but isn't this her thing? Starting shit and crying on the kitchen floor. But this is a lot different, Marie, because this has a lot more to it. It's not just her going after a YouTuber and attacking them and then crying about it. This is her offending a very large community, especially an online community as well, and having almost 100,000 people dislike her video. That is a huge amount of backlash and hate. I feel like there have obviously been times like this that have happened in the past, but this is definitely something worth looking at, in my opinion.
But just because I put on a wig and nails and makeup, it doesn't mean I'm a girl, a woman. I just play dress up, and that's fine, and I get that. And yes, what I did last week, I was playing dress up for a music video. I was playing dress up for a role. That's not what I was saying. Is because I did that, I was like, now I'm a man. This is something that I have just felt since I was 5, 6, 7.
See, I feel like this is why it's actually good that I've actually come to YouTube. Is because I actually don't have too much information on a lot of these people. I haven't watched necessarily a lot of these people. So because of that, I have like this kind of clear sense of like, I don't have like these kind of biased views of her, like, oh, I think she's a troll, I think this person's this person's that. I'm able to look at things somewhat objectively. And I will say this, it's interesting to me that she's continuing to back up what she's saying. Even though she's apologizing, she's continuing to back up what she's saying. So I'm interested to see how she's going to explain herself. That's what I'm very much in. I mean, it's 18-minute video, so
it's something that I've been in therapy. Sorry, my phone. So I got a phone call. I have a gender identity therapist that I've been talking to for the past 6 months.
Okay.
Because the thing is I never would have said I was transgender before. I never would have said those words because I do have boobs and I do have a vagina, so that, of course, to most people makes me a woman. And I've talked with him and I was like, well, I don't think I'm non-binary. I really, in my heart, feel male. He told me not every transgender transitions. And sorry, belly. I have so much anxiety over this. It's just because of all the things I've done. I've obviously trolled in the past, and I've obviously said stuff that I don't mean or I don't stand behind. But this is something that I've so strongly stand behind, and I felt like, you know what? I can come out with this because I feel like there's a lot of people, and maybe there's not a lot, but I've gotten a few DMs from people who say I also struggle with gender identity, and at first, years ago, I have a clip, and I'll see if I can find it, saying that I wasn't trans.
Okay, so it's telling me right now that I'm unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. That's concerning. Oh god, doing my first YouTube broadcast is quite. It's been quite rough today. I honestly I didn't know what I was doing at the start of this stream. Let's see if I can fix this. If there's like a way that I can how can I refresh it? It's like a way. Okay, no, it's working now. I can see it now. Fantastic. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I just did like I popped it out. I did like the pop out chat, which is what you can do on YouTube. We're all good now. Let's continue. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry.
Transgender, but I wanted to identify as non-binary, and for me that was easier to say and easier for people to accept, to say, well, I don't identify with any gender, but that's not true. I identify as a male. Like I don't know. It's so hard because I've been through therapy for the past 6 months over this. I've been through talking. I've talked about this over.
So I'm really confused. So she identifies herself as a male, but she's also said in her previous video, did she not, that she still references herself and represents herself as a woman. I think she is. I think she's very muddled up. I think she's going through a lot, and I think as easy as it is to like condemn Trish and just be nasty and say that she's a troll and fuck her and blah blah blah. I think you got to really look at the person for who they are. And this is a person, right, Loki Shade. But this is obviously somebody who's damaged, somebody who's going through a lot of things, somebody who has a very kind of sporadic and quite crazy life. And I think it's fair to say that she's trying to figure herself out. She's really trying to figure herself out. I think it's, maybe I can say this at the end, but what I really do want to say is maybe she should have waited on making the video like she did until she actually had an idea of exactly what she is, what she was, and what she wants to be. She had a complete understanding. She did that and was able to be very clear and concise with her feelings rather than being confusing as fuck. I think that things would have probably have gone a lot better for her. She probably would have still got hate, of course, it's Trish, but probably less hate is what I'm assuming.
Over and over. And it's just because like I don't look like a male, but I'm just not, and people just telling me I'm not transgender. And like I said, I haven't watched Gigi's video. But when she called me, she's like, no one can tell you you're not transgender, and I feel like I should just apologize so people just stop being nasty to me, because this is something that I've really struggled with.
Wait, sorry, I need to hear that again, because I actually completely... One second, guys, I need to hear this again.
I should just apologize so people...
No, okay, I maybe from 40, we'll go from 40. Join the club, Sid, join the club.
I feel like I should just apologize so people just stop being nasty to me, because...
I think I should just apologize so people stop being nasty to me.
This is something that's really...
For something that is really...
That I've really struggled with.
I've really struggled with. Okay, so I mean, obviously we're going to be watching the rest of this video, obviously, but that doesn't sound like an apology. That sounds like well, it is an apology, but it's an apology to get people off her back. I don't really understand I don't know if she understands what she did wrong. But let's continue watching. It's lovely to have you here, Sid. Thank you for joining.
As a child, I hated my breasts. I hated my vagina. I hated going into the female bathroom. I hated being classified as female. I hated being told to play with like Barbies and stuff like that. I know a lot of people might be like, okay, that's a tomboy or something, and I don't know how to fully explain. Just like, not hatred, but the utter, like, it's like, I don't know how to describe it other than like, I feel like a prisoner in my own body, and it kind of...
The thing is, the things that she says, some people could definitely relate to that, right? People who've gone through that could relate to that easily. I've heard people say things like this before. Obviously, I'm a straight white male, so I don't have much experience myself, but she's saying she doesn't have a pronoun. It's confusing. So I mean, there are so many different identities, sexual identities. There are like dozens of them. I don't know.
And it always has. I've always kind of changed it up. Try to think, maybe if I'm more this way, I'll love my body more. Maybe if I'm this way, or maybe if I go ultra.
Gordon, you got a good point, but at the same time, she said some things that are like insensitive, and I've spoken about that in a previous video if you were here earlier in my stream. But what I will say in regards to her is she said that she didn't get it. That's what she said. She didn't get being non-binary. She didn't understand it. I don't think that's necessarily insulting to say that, but to not understand something, it's better to be ignorant than just plain horrible like about it. So that's the way of looking at it. Like, as long as it's not nasty, I'd say that's what. No, she's not. She honestly, long story short, she doesn't want. She thinks that she's a woman, but she thinks that she's a man, and she's a woman, but she kind of sees herself more as a man. That's basically what she's been saying. And that she doesn't like the idea of being referred to as they or them. She doesn't like the idea of being referred to as non-binary because she thinks that she doesn't understand it. She doesn't get it. It doesn't correlate with her. That's what she's been saying. No, Gordon, I love it, man. Honestly, thank you very much. Clowns are taking over. What's going on? Welcome to the stream.
Feminine. That'll make me feel like a girl, and it just...
Maybe she wants her own pronouns, just wants to be called T, you know? I mean, the thing about Trish is she takes me for somebody who just wants to be different. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but she doesn't want anybody else to be like her. I mean, that's at least the way that what I've been given from like watching her videos. Like, that's what she wants. She wants to be just a completely different new thing, and to be the only thing like that. And by thing, I mean like concepts, a specific identity. So I don't know.
It just never happened for me, and I'm sorry if I offended people with the language and the way I said things.
Okay.
I'm so new to all this. I'm so new to it. I just never really talked about it before this year, other than like I said with my therapist. I've never...
Yeah, and I get that it's like a new thing for you to be talking about, and that's probably why you shouldn't have made the video in the first place. You know, if I don't really know what I'm talking about in regards to a subject, I will try and steer clear of talking about that subject. Do you understand what I'm getting at, guys? Like, because I don't want to go on a broadcast, I don't want to do a video and have people, like, misunderstand me, or I don't want to be ignorant to what I'm talking about. And that has happened before. That's happened to me before. I've been ignorant about specific subjects. You've got to educate yourself before you do, especially before you start trying to explain to other people and teach other people. Because in that first video, it felt like she was actually trying to teach us. Like she saw us as students in a sense. And she's got young people in her audience too, and you know, they're impressionable.
I've never really...
I mean, Kristen, yeah, I mean, she does make things very dramatic, but wouldn't you be upset if like thousands, tens of thousands of people were sending you hate because you offended a huge community? I don't know, man. I'd be pretty fucking upset. I'd be crying too. Yeah, definitely. Not probably, or definitely crying in that regard. So as I do agree with you, but I understand why she's crying, you know?
Looked into it. And I know I've just always been attracted to, you know, I'm not saying like sexually attracted, but like I've always been drawn to
Don't say it.
the transgender community and the movement because I just admired them, and I just loved that they could just be out and open and people like applauded them.
Is she talking about the same community? I mean, there are lots of people who are respectful and do support the transgender community, but there's a lot of people who are actually very, very offensive, who are very harsh. The day-to-day that the struggles that transgender people have to actually go through. Ridiculous, man. Awful.
And I just thought, like, as long as I had boobs and stuff like that, that I would never be accepted as transgender, and that's just how it is. I mean, it started early on when I said that I was bisexual, and people were like, no, you're not.
Like, what? Did she just say, I need, like, paraphrasing, but long story short, I need boobs to be accepted? Is that what she said? Wait, what? What? Sorry, I hope I misheard that. Sorry, guys, listen.
As transgender, and that's just how it is. I mean, it started early on.
Oh shit, no, we're missing it out. Where is it? Here.
And I just thought, like, as long as I had boobs and stuff like that, that I would never be accepted as transgender, and that's just how it is. I mean, it started early.
So she thought that because she has boobs that she wouldn't be accepted. That doesn't make any fucking sense. That doesn't make any fucking sense, but okay.
God, when I said that I was
assumptions,
bisexual,
guys.
people were like, no, you're not. I know maybe I created this for myself, that when I used to troll years and years and years ago, people just did not take me seriously, and that's, I guess, just something I have to deal with. But I just hate having to like hide something, because I am so open online, and I feel for the past couple of years I've been very honest and open, and when I do my shows, so many people are like, thank you for being open, thank you for being...
I think it's fair to say, Sid, that she... it's easy to judge her on that, to judge her on the fact that she got her boobs done, but maybe she's just very confused about who she is, or who... I mean, I don't want to refer to Trish as they, because they don't want to be referred to as they, so... But Trish doesn't really... Maybe Trish doesn't really understand who they are.
Honest. And the more I've heard this, I was like, well, maybe I need to be honest about this, because it's something that I struggle with. And I'm sorry if my...
Neither do I, baby mama.
Confusion or my
baby
vocabulary discredits me in any way, but I'm not making... I could never mock a community that's I've loved and that has loved me, has been so open and accepting to me. I would never mock them. I would never do a disservice to myself. Can you imagine?
Right, Gordon.
Can you imagine? I mean, it's not like, oh, this is not the end of the world dating or whatever, but like, why would I do it?
Speaking of dating, apparently TMZ have stated that Trish has said that her dating life has improved since these videos, which
service
is
to myself. I want to find love and I want
interesting.
to find happiness. Do you know how hard that is to be like, that a video on my channel, so many people criticizing me for my title, and yes, I could change the title, and guess what? It would probably be easier for me too, because if I ever date someone in the future, be a guy or a girl, and they see I'm transgender, guess what? I hate to say this, but a lot of people are judgmental, and they would. I've had people tell me to my face. I haven't been out with this, but I've had people tell me, "Oh my gosh."
So that's the thing is, you said earlier that people like are applauded for being a part of the transgender community. She said something along those lines, did she not? Right? And now she's saying the opposite. Come on, Trish. Come on, what? Come on.
Are you sure you're naturally born female and stuff like that? Like it's just the harsh reality, and I know that's mean and it's hurtful to hear, and it's hurtful for me to hear when people would tell me like, oh my gosh, like, are you sure
True
you're a woman? Like,
yeah,
so
true copper. True, yeah.
On Bumble that are trans and don't tell you and stuff. So imagine them looking me up and seeing this. Like, I have to explain it. And I'm okay to explain that, but at the same time, I'm like, maybe my life would just be easier. Let me just take the shell that I'm in. I look like a female to you. I act like a female to you. Let me just say that I'm a female. And just continue being unhappy. And honestly, that's where I'm at right now. And I'm so sorry if I offended anyone, but Jesus, to say like, are you stupid? You're offensive. And I sent this person a DM back. I sent a lot of people DMs back. I'm like, how can you tell me who I am and what I am on the inside? Like, how can you tell me that? You haven't grown up. You haven't been with my struggles mentally.
See, I know some of you guys are like, why are you entertaining this? Why are you entertaining somebody who's a troll? But honestly, guys, this story is so... I very rarely see somebody on YouTube, on the internet, who is legitimately like attacked at that extent for coming out as transgender. You very rarely see that, and obviously there's reasons why, of course. There are reasons why, but it's very, very different from a lot of other situations that have happened. And that's why I feel like it's worth us investigating this, learning about this, and I'm enjoying this. I'm not enjoying listening to her cry or the things that she has said, but I'm enjoying learning about this and investigating this is what I'm saying.
It's just sucks.
It's not easy to listen to her be upset. It's not. Hey Faith, what's going on?
I did one answering like assumptions yesterday, or answering questions of like what offended you about the video, and it just didn't come across the way I wanted to. And I know this isn't coming across the way I want to, because no matter how hard I try, there's no way I can just...
That's the thing about Trish. She doesn't really understand the right way of saying things. She doesn't really... I mean, it's not even that she doesn't have a filter. It's that she's just very... She has a different way of thinking in comparison to a lot of other people. And that's not necessarily... I mean, it's a bad thing in this instance, but she's just... Yeah... The way that she explained things in her I Am Transgender video was insensitive. Long story short. I mean, that's my perspective, of course. Loki, please watch Gigi's video after this. Ha ha ha.
Sit here and convince you guys like this is who I am, and it just sucks. I just don't understand. Like, I just thought anything, I'll be like, you know what, I'll say this and I'll get some support, and I know I'll get a little backlash, but I just don't understand how... I just don't get how people think I could choose this, that I'm just deciding to do this. I can't apologize, like, for who I am and like how I feel. And it sucks that we live in this world, and I'm just not allowed to identify as a man because of how I look.
All right, I'm done fucking listening to this shit. She's apologizing because we don't like support her with her. Fuck off. Oh god. I'm so done listening to this tripe. Okay, there you go. Oof. Oof. I just can't listen to this stuff. So what? So Gigi, is it? What's the video called? If I just search Gigi, will it come up? Trisha, my thoughts. I'm assuming it's this. Yeah, one day ago. Yeah, I'm assuming it's this. 6 minutes. Thank God you're 6 minutes long. I would not want to watch another 15, 20-minute video from Trish. Honestly, all I'm going to say is it's like she's apologizing because we are ignorant, because we are not supporting her with her transition. No, a lot of people are unhappy with you, Trish, because you didn't explain yourself well. You were ignorant. You didn't think about what you were saying, and you just splurted it out, and you contradicted yourself like 5 or so times. That's the issue. You offended a lot of people who, have gone through that transition, who have dealt with the controversy attached to that. That is why. People are supportive. I mean, maybe not everybody, but there are a lot of people online who are supportive of transitions. They are supportive of the transgender community. It has increased over time. The support has grown because people are becoming more and more. They are. I don't even know. They're less ignorant. They are kind of moving towards hopefully a brighter future. That's really it. She doesn't make sense. Exactly, Kristen. Thank you.
Okay, so I just got home. I was on set all day, and
I like the hat.
Checked my phone after literally.
Wait, was that legitimately like a cut? Did they legitimately cut themselves, like the video?
And I.
They actually clipped themselves already.
Checked
Jeez.
my phone after literally not having it for like 12 hours, and I had so many text messages and so many missed calls about this video that was posted today from Trisha Paytas. I am transgender. I was shocked. I was a little bit offended. I was a little bit confused. I was a lot confused. And I was just flabbergasted. Because
I like the makeup.
Now, like YouTube videos, there's clickbait, there's shock culture, there's all this stuff. You never know what is real. So on the drive home, I had about like 45 minutes in the car, and I was like, I have to watch this for myself because this is just like insane.
This is somebody by the name of Gigi Gorgeous. And yeah, I love the eyelashes. Absolutely, it's making me feel all kinds of ways.
Like literally, I'm talking like hundreds and hundreds of people hit me up about this. I try to stay out of the drama. I try to keep everything positive, keep it moving. But once I watched the video, I kind of understood why people were asking me so much about it. I mean, obviously being transgender and sharing my story for so many years here on YouTube, I've had my own journey. I've had my own struggles. I've gone through the highs and the lows of being trans and being out with my identity. I've come out several times. I've gone through hate comments galore. I've heard it all, and I'm still here. So I feel like I really need to share my opinion on this. I had to watch the video because I didn't know if it was real. I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea why all these people were asking me for my opinion on it. You guys know Trisha and I go way back. We have known each other for years. First and foremost, it is so hard to come out and say that you are something that is not normal or not traditional. And I respect that courage, because knowing how nervous I was posting my I am transgender video, coming out, telling the world I am a transgender woman, it was a pivotal point in my life that changed my life forever. After I watched the video, I was really confused, so I called Trisha. A lot of the people actually who had commented and texted and called me had asked me, did you know that Trisha was transgender? Did you know this? And I said, no, I had absolutely no idea. This is a shock to me, just as it is.
So Copperpart, she's not okay, this is in reference to Trisha. She's not articulated it well. but she's trying to explain her feelings. She's not trolling, she's just not well informed. I like you, Copper. I definitely do. You're on the money with that, in my opinion.
You. So on the phone with Trisha, the transgender label was confirmed, and I found out that the video was not clickbait, the video was not shock value, that Trisha is transgender. And I heard that on the phone talking to Trisha. So I disagreed with a few things in the video, and speaking personally...
What's going on with Gigi's microphone? It's all like crackly and shit. Ugh.
Personally, from my own experience, I went through so much body
30 million subscribers, but
being the most hyper feminine, you know, always having to look super girly, because that's what I thought a woman was. But what I found out through the years, through my journey, is that being transgender is who you are. It's your soul. It's not about how you look. And I think the things that Trisha was referring to in the video, specifically talking about genitals, saying, you know, I've hooked up with people who were partially transitioned and then people who were fully transitioned. It's like, that didn't sit well with me, because I know, looking back at the beginning of my transition, if I had seen a video like that online, I would have thought, you know what, I'm not going to be done unless I have the surgery. I'm not going to be done unless I fix myself. But you don't have to have anything done to be transgender. It's who you are. I feel that that was a little confusing to me and definitely disrespectful towards the community. Whatever you have in between your legs does not define who you are. You do not need to have sexual reassignment surgery to be a transgender woman or a transgender man. And if you're watching this and you are questioning your gender identity or sexual orientation or anything, don't base it off of what's going on down there. It's a mind fuck, it's disgusting, and it'll eat you alive. And Trisha talked about dating apps, and you know, like, even if you are completely fixed, if you tell the guy you're talking to I'm trans, they're gonna be pissed. And what I wanna say is, dating is hard in general. Being transgender, it's even harder. That's just a fact.
Okay.
Been there, done that. Experienced it, now happily married, thank God. If they judge you, if they're pissed, if you're ever in a place of violence or you're scared for your safety, that person is not worth it. And that is a harsh reality that my community goes through. I mean, there's been 18 transgender women who have been killed this year alone. Throwing the term out, being transgender, should not be taken lightly. That is not an option that we have. This is a very serious topic at hand. And I firmly believe that when someone tells you who they are, what their label is, how they want to be identified, you have to believe that person. Because for me, when I came out as trans, it was a fucking journey, bitch. Having people switch over my pronouns, switch over my name, really change my identity, essentially. Having people question that, being like, is she really? Trisha said, I am a transgender man, and that is exactly how I will view him. A lot of people are angry at things that were said in Trisha's video, and as a community, we've had years to reflect, years to learn, years to grow. All I'm trying to do is say, please do not spread hate and direct hate towards ignorance. We need to educate the ignorant, because there's already enough hate and ignorance. I think it's time for us to turn our knowledge into power for those who don't have it yet. Everyone's journey is different, and no one has the right to make you feel invalidated if you are just at the beginning of your transition, if you are in the trenches of your transition. Please enjoy every single step. It's not about the end result. It is about the journey. I just want to let you know that I love you, and you are beautiful. You are unique, and you are so strong. Just remember my mom's favorite quote, one of my favorite quotes ever. Those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. Stay authentic, stay genuine, spread love and not hate, and until I see you guys next time, stay gorgeous.
Please get... Oh my god. I mean, I just went fucking deaf. I don't know what happened to you guys. Jeez. Alright guys, well those are the videos that we need to watch today. That is definitely something. Wow, that is... I mean, I'm not gonna lie though, that is the right way to put out a video in regards to such a sensitive and difficult to talk about topic. And she's right. I mean, that's really all that was needed. It's clear to everybody here, I assume, that Trisha, whether they are trolling or not, whatever it is, either way, no matter what you think, it's clear to everybody that Trish is ignorant. Trish doesn't really know a lot about this, that they don't understand a lot about this, and I think that's something that 772 subs now? Huh? Really? Are you serious? Oh wow! You're kidding me. You're kidding. That is a lot of subs that I've gained in a day. Is that what I should expect now that I'm back on YouTube? That's interesting, isn't it, everybody? Wouldn't you agree? The third Trisha one I'm questioning is the best and most concise explanation Trisha gave. Did that just come out? Did that come out recently? I'm off to make dinner. Very entertaining stream. You have a great radio voice and a very nice to listen to. Do you hear that, guys? Demi's being nice to me, everybody. Thank you, Demi. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be on it every day. We're going to be doing these streams every single day. I'm looking for something to talk about tomorrow. I've got a couple of ideas. Probably maybe something related to Inision. Who knows? Onion King, right? I don't think she's trolling, but she's deemed herself as ignorant to her viewers. She needs to fix that. Exactly. But it's not the first time she's deemed herself to be quite ignorant. You will keep getting more every day. That's crazy, guys. I started this broadcast with 754 subs. We're now at 772, which means that we are slowly but surely working our way towards the next goal. 17 dislikes. I got 70 dislikes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Some people really don't like the fact that I'm on here. Yeah, I thought you gave up on YouTube, so I had unsubbed, but I subbed now that you're back. It's okay, don't worry, Vanessa. It's alright. I've unsubbed from a bunch of people on you now, so I don't think that's a dislike for you. I think they are for Trisha. True. That's how, you know what, guys? You know, Sushi, that is how I'm going to take the dislikes. That is how I'm going to take them. I'm going to take them about Trish, not about me. It's nothing to do with me. I'm amazing. Everybody loves me. Everyone loves me around the world. You know, no one hates me. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So guys, before we finish this broadcast today, I would like to ask you guys a couple of questions and just get a little bit of feedback for tomorrow's stream. Is there anything you think I need to add to my screen? Do you think that I should have my my donation thing up on the screen and my latest follower and whatnot? Do you think I should do that? Is there anything else that you think I should do, if anything? I know a lot of people, they put themselves in like a little webcam in like the top corner. I kind of like using my green screen and kind of like, you know, being here to talk. It feels like fill the screen up. No one cares. Sad face. Just be ignorant about the dislikes. As long as I have more likes than dislikes, it's fine. I like this layout too. Yeah, I mean, I've got a good green screen, so I make use of it, right? I mean, it makes sense. I don't want to scrap it. Follower, not donation to start with. It can give a bad taste. True. That's why I have the jug for donations. I think that's a little bit more funny, and I really like mugs. So it makes sense. I'm a big collector, so now we are blamed for dislikes. How dare you dislike me? All right, how dare you? I like your setup, Loki. Looks clean. So guys, be aware that I don't just commentate on various people. I actually do interviews as well. I'm a pretty experienced interviewer. And I am in the market for interviewing people starting soon. I have a couple of people that I'm hopefully going to be interviewing on here soon, hopefully next week or so. A couple of these people actually quite big, so they might be quite interesting actually. It means 50% of your viewers disliked. Dude, I guess I'm controversial, aren't I? You need something on the side where the chat usually is. Yeah, there's no point me really having like a chat on the screen, is there? Yeah, and Vanessa, I've actually made the broadcast that we did. I've made it public again because I made it private for I made everything private for the longest time. But I've actually made a couple of my old interviews public again. So if any of you guys want to watch those, you're very welcome to do so. It definitely helps towards my watch hours. But if you want to dive into drama, the beauty community is an infinite source. And I don't really like. The thing is, I feel like there's enough drama channels for beauty, and also I don't really feel like I'm not really interested in the beauty community. It's never really been something that I've been necessarily excited about as a man, as a straight white male. I mean, I guess maybe in certain instances I like to talk about it. If Jeffree Star is doing something very particular that's interesting, or James Charles, right? But I don't really want to talk about it otherwise. You know, I'm not just going to talk about, oh, this makeup company has done this. I don't know. There are loads of great beauty drama channels out there that you guys can watch and subscribe to. I'm going to focus on my area of expertise, right? Have you considered doing true crime streams? Yeah, I actually do like true crime, but I don't know. You could talk about the beauty community without it being about the makeup specifically. Yeah, exactly. That's what I would say. Like Jeffree and Shane and shit. Shit. Comments on the Shane Dawson series as the episodes come out. Yeah, maybe we could do that. That sounds actually pretty good. I'm waiting for Sam. Yeah, honestly, I think she should. I honestly, I don't think streaming on YouNow or any other platform is good, really. If you're like a big YouTuber, it makes sense that you interview on here and just have your chat like under serious surveillance. You know, I think that's really what you've got to do. Have a lot of really good moderators, and try and keep up on top of it. It's not easy, but it is what it is. But anyway, guys, I want to say thank you very, very much for watching me today. It's been amazing. I can't believe we got the 50 concurrent viewers today. It's a really, really good start. So guys, yeah, make sure you guys tune in to me tomorrow. We'll be on at the same time, 5 p.m. EST. I'm going to put out the stream title at some point over the next 12 hours or so. And I'll probably put an announcement on my Twitter for the here. It'll be on this channel. Yeah, it'll be on this channel. But yeah, guys, if any of you guys haven't already subscribed to me, please press the sub button. I am trying to get to 1K so I can become a partner on here and I can start to monetize things more. And I'd really appreciate it if you guys could sub if you haven't already. I'll try and hop over sooner next time. Obviously, I know it's quite early for you guys on the East Coast, and especially on the West Coast, but I can't really go live anytime later because I'm in the UK and I don't want to be like streaming from midnight until 1 or 2. I'm sure you guys can understand that, right? So, but it's lovely to see all the new people in here today. It's a really, really good start. Thank you very, very much. Yes, we will be, Vanessa. We will. And that'll be fucking amazing. Nice to see you again, Loki. Lovely to see you too. So that mind, guys, I will see you on the next one. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye. You too. Thank you very much, guys. Goodbye.